Okay, hey guys. So this is the Lenovo ThinkBook 14 Plus, the 2022 model. I'm kind of very interested to tell you guys about this. We got this for our office. For primarily, it's not a gaming laptop. It's more of a productivity laptop. This is the 14-inch one. It also comes in a 16-inch model, right? So let's talk a little bit about this particular laptop. So I'll drop like the details of this somewhere here, no? So this does come with a Windows 11 Pro, which is what we needed for the office. So we were able to acquire this from a seller that we bought off Lazada several times already. Very good reseller. ZZM Trading for 59,850. So like I mentioned, this actually comes in several models. There is a version with the i5, there's a version with the i7, there's a version with discrete video card, there's a version with NVIDIA GeForce video card as well, no? But for this one, we specifically got the D model. We didn't need a video card. We needed more power from the cores, specifically for work. So this one currently has an Intel i7-12700H. This means that it actually has 14 cores, right? 14 cores in this 14-inch notebook. It's actually comprised of 6 performance cores and 8 efficiency cores. So this totals for about 20 threads because the performance cores are the only ones that can hyper-thread, right? And the max performance here, it's able to reach 2.7 for the performance cores and 3.5 gigahertz for the efficiency cores. Now we also have a 16 gig LPDDR5 which clocks at 4800 megahertz, and a 15 gig SSD. So it's very fast. I super love this laptop. And let's talk what it came with, no? So off the bat, the distributor gave us free mouse, a wired mouse, a free mouse pad, a free bag, right? It does come with a 100-watt charger as well, no? So you can see here, it's 100 watts. It's pretty. Sorry, squeaky chair. So it's pretty. I wouldn't call it pretty small, no. Maybe it's like medium. So it's 55 millimeters by 105 millimeters, and its thickness is about 25 millimeters, no? So this one actually, I don't believe that this is removable. This one is, of course, it's a tri-pin one. So there's like one for ground. Unfortunately, since the supplier gets it from China, I believe, it comes with this. So you'll definitely either you change this out, right, or you just get an adapter. Okay. This one heats up because it can quick charge. So the initial start of the charge, it gets pretty hot and then it tapers off after a while, right? So that's the brick. Let's talk about the actual unit, no? So in terms of like physical ports, it does come with a Thunderbolt USB-C adapter, Thunderbolt 4. This one functions as the charger as well. You've got USB 3.2, okay, and this one's always on. Okay, you can see that little icon there, HDMI cable. This one is USB C 3.2. Okay, and then you've got a headphone jack and then LED light over here. No, if it's charging, this one lights up as well. So let's go to the other side. Okay, so this one's very interesting now. So of course, good for work. You got a Kensington lock. We always need a wired RJ45 port as well. So I'm assuming this is gigabit as well. No, connectivity wise, this laptop does come with a Wi-Fi 6E, so very fast. And then you've got another USB-A 3.2. Okay. And then this one's very interesting. So I was always curious, particularly about this port over here. No, so obviously, like when I saw the pictures, no one really explained what this was. Okay, but what happens is you can actually open this up. Okay, and it's actually a hidden USB A port, USB 2.0 port. So if you can see here, you can see it over there, no, USB 2.0. And what's very interesting about this, you'll be like, okay, why do I need that? So say for instance, you've got a dongle like so, you can just, you know, slot that in like that. It's a bit hard to, you know, take back out. So see, it's hidden, right? Everything's tucked away, it's hidden. This is plastic, so the signal can get through. So very, very interesting, no? In terms of weight, it's quite light. This is about 1.5 kilograms or 3.3 pounds. I believe this only comes in one color as well, no? So let's open this up a bit also. So you've got the standard one. This is in Chinese. The screen itself is very good. This is 400 nits. Okay. Let me just open this. Let me just read this back to you. I already found it. So it's a 2.8K screen, or 2880 by 1800 pixels. Okay, it's a 90 hertz screen as well. Okay, so very nice for the eyes. Supposedly 100% sRGB as well, no? In terms of keyboard, it's a pretty good feel. There is a fingerprint. I believe this is a fingerprint reader as well as the power reader, no? It does have a backlight for the keyboard function, this one, to turn it off and on. Okay, so at least you can work. The chiclet keys are not bad. There's like a little rubbery feel to them as well, which I like. It's pretty silent, no? And then you've got so let me just show you the function keys, no? So you've got the mute, volume, and then you've got these other ones, airplane mode. There's a call and call, so I guess, you know, you can sync this up with your phone as well. Calculator. These ones are a bit new, no? Cut. I don't know what this one means, nor do I know what this one does. Not like I mentioned, this is totally new. The sounds are pretty good. And so let's talk about the camera here. I'm not gonna show a sample of the camera because it's pretty common. I believe this is a 720 camera, but it does have like a slider. So if you can see here, so there's a privacy screen. It's pretty nice. No? It's tucked in all the way. They do have this notch on top, which I don't mind. Better than the Apple downward notch. So, you know, it kind of covers the actual screen. I prefer this much better. Okay, so let's open this baby up now. It's an aluminum base. What's interesting is there's actually a heat pad right here. So it goes directly on the SSD. I'm not going to remove everything. You can see that you can actually place another M.2 over here. This is the Wi-Fi card, and then this is the current M.2. I believe you can see here it's a Micron. Okay, and then this power brick, 3866 milliamperes or 60 kilowatt hours, no? And then you've got your down-firing speakers over here. So one thing to note is that this is the memory is actually soldered on. I believe it's somewhere here. Okay, so we're not gonna touch it. Like I mentioned, this is for the office, so I don't really wanna take this apart since it's still brand new. Okay, but it is upgradable. You just have to pop this open over here. Alright, I believe this is the display port cable. So you can see it over here, and then you've got these two very nice fans with the heat pipes. No, the processors over here and over here. No, so during my benchmark test, this does get pretty hot. It reaches about 90 degrees. So it does get pretty hot at max power, but it's not like scalding. But I wouldn't keep it on my lap for so long. Okay, so let's close this baby back up. Okay guys, so let's jump into this computer. So basically we got this off Lazada. I'll drop the link in the details below, but we got the D version, right? So we got this primarily for a workhorse for our office, no? So you can see here that the D version is Windows 11 Pro, right? This is, you know, usually like laptops come with like the home, so the fact that this came with the Pro was actually very useful. This one's wrong actually. It's 14 cores, which I'll show you later. It's a i7-12700H. It does use the default graphics card, the built-in graphics card. It's 14-inch or 16 gig with a 512 SSD, right? So, you know, it aligns with everything here that we see here. I did a baseline test on the battery. So I started it last night at 11 p.m. It stopped at around 4 in the morning. I was running YouTube on loop. Brightness was at 100%, volume was at about 40%. It lasted for about 5 hours, right? So that's pretty good if you ask me. It should last you like when you're out and about, if you have meetings and whatnot. Now in terms of benchmarks, I did benchmark this a little bit. So first of all, we ran a blender test. So you can see here, it did score pretty high, 157. So if you can see here, all of the ones in the higher end are on, you know, using discrete video cards, of course, so this helps Blender as well. But I think for the score that we got, it's pretty decent. So if you can compare the one to the right, this is a Core i9, which got 149, right? For the price that we got this at about 59,000, 60,000, it's pretty good. So the other one is, let me show you so I did run the blender. So you can see here that we were hitting the 90% degree, right? So this CPU is maxed out at about 100 degrees. So I'm pretty sure there was some thermal throttling going on. but that's on the performance course. You can see here on the e-course that it was doing about 87 degrees, so almost bordering 90 degrees as well. So we maxed out everything. The performance course, we're reaching 4.5 megahertz, and the e-course we're hitting about 3.5 megahertz. Okay. What else? In terms of the wattage, so currently I am running a YouTube video on loop. So it is consuming about 20 watts. So if you take into account if you're playing games and everything's running at max, this would be cut in a third of it. So if this was about 5 hours, so you're looking at a little bit more than an hour worth of gaming. Okay. In terms of, let's look at, I did also run this in user benchmark. So let's scroll up. So in terms of desktop, it's a nuclear sub, right? In terms of our workstation, it's 22%, because this one, you know, the video card affects this one a lot, right? So as a processor, its single core is really good, right? Because you're hitting 4.5 on you know, this tiny 14-inch laptop. Graphics to be expected. The hard drive, memory, and everything's pretty good. So you can see here that at default, it's pretty good, right? Graphics card, of course, that's gonna fail, right? Definitely, like, there's things that you can do in order to enhance the performance, but like, for instance, for the SSD, it's doing pretty well. The RAM card, you know, it says here that we can enable some certain things in the BIOS. Like I mentioned, I didn't enable anything, everything's out of the box. So you can probably maximize this. I probably wouldn't, since this is used for work, and I'm getting pretty good usage of the computer so far, right? So I think that's about it. Definitely, it's a steal. If you do want to get the higher version, I would, you know, probably go for the C version. It has a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2050 built in, 4 gig. Okay, so that's about, so you'll plop out an extra like 8,000. What's that? Yeah, like roughly about 8,000 extra for it, no? So I mean, definitely really nice laptop, right? So I hope this review was very informative for you guys. I hope I was able to help, because I didn't see that much reviews in the computer. Everything, just to reiterate, everything's like, the hard drive, I can plop in another extra M.2, but the RAM is soldered in, right? CPU wise, you're pretty much covered, since it is the latest Intel one with their new architecture. Okay, so once again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to get other reviews for tech gadgets that we go through. Okay, thanks, guys.